Alright, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at one of the applications of rates, and that is speed. So speed is a rate. It shows us the distance traveled per unit of time. Now, because speed is never really constant, we usually determine the average speed for things. So let's get started with our first one. Find the average speed of the following. So we have A, which is a car travels 180 kilometers in 3 hours. Alright, so this is exactly the same as what we were doing before. So when we're determining average speed from these two inputs, all we need to do is simplify. So if we divide by this quantity here, we should get per individual hour, which is how we calculate speed. So 180 divided by 3 is just 60. So 60 kilometers per hour is our speed. And that's something you should be pretty familiar with whenever you've seen someone driving a car or been in a car yourself. 60 kilometers an hour is just a measure of how fast you would travel in an hour. So let's look at B. A cyclist covers 36 kilometers in 1.5 hours. So 36 kilometers in 1.5 hours. Again, divide both sides by this quantity. So 1.5 divided by 1.5, which is going to be 1 hour. And 36 divided by 1.5 is usually easier if I just times both sides by 10 and do 360 divided by 15. Alright, so 360 divided by 15 is just going to be 24. So we're left with 24 kilometers per hour. And the reason I can do this, the reason I can multiply it, is essentially it's an equivalent fraction. If you want to go back and look at that, I've got some videos on it. It makes the division and multiplication of decimals a lot easier. Alright, let's look at C. So for C we have a swimmer completes 900 meters in 10 minutes rather. So she's gone 900 meters in 10 minutes. Dividing both sides by that final quantity, we end up with 1 minute and 90 meters. So she's got 90 meters in 1 minute, or 90 meters per minute is her speed. Alright, a skateboarder rides 720 meters in 6 minutes. So 720 in 6 minutes. Divide both sides by this, both quantities by this remaining quantity, and you will get just out of minutes. And 720 divided by 6 is just going to be 120 meters per minute. Now, it's important to recognize that you won't always be required to answer in the units you're given. Sometimes you will have to make some unit conversions. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next one.